Hey guys, Brandon Arvin here again. This is going to be what we're going to call part one of this series. All right, so you just pull into your campsite, and step one is going to be, I got to level the motor coach. All right, so you're going to come right on this side. All right, the back of the working side. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Legos. All right. So what I'm doing here is, you can see the stands, like the jacks that are going to come down. This has a hydraulic leveling system on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put as many Legos as I can underneath that jack system. All right, let's see if you can get down here and see where I'm at. All right, so just putting it right underneath there on both sides. Now, I'm kind of cheating here because I know that the back end has to come up higher than the front end because we're in my driveway. But if you know when you get onto your campsite that your front end needs to come up, well then they have the same jack stands that are on the front, and you would just put them underneath there. All right, and what that does, that helps take off some of the pressure whenever you start putting the jacks down, because you don't want them overextended. All right, so now let's come aboard. All right, so first thing to think about here, and I wouldn't call it a safety feature, I'd call it something that you have to account for to turn on and turn off. All right, the dash system in here for this particular head unit, you have to turn on manually. All right, so all you'll do is you'll hit the button. I say that's important because you have to turn it off as well. All right, it'll drain the battery if you don't. But not our focus right now, so we're going to come to leveling. So first step is making sure the vehicle is in park, all right, and making sure that the parking or the parking brake is on. All right, now coming over to the leveling system over here. All right, you're going to see a series of buttons. The first button you're going to hit is the on-off button. All right, and you're going to hold that down because it's a little finicky. You're going to hold it down until it lights up. And you have to give it a little bit of a push. All right, now you can see this flashing light. Nothing to be concerned, except that that just says that the rear of the motor coach is not level. All right, so in order to level, I don't need to hit any other buttons except for auto. And now you're going to start to hear the jacks come down, and the vehicle is going to start to level itself out. And brace yourself, because there's going to be a lot of moving. Now what I'm waiting for right now is I'm waiting for the center of this leveling system to light up green. And it can be a little difficult to see if it's really bright inside the cab. But just give it a minute, all right, because it's going to go front and back, left and right, and make sure it's level. And once it does, that'll light up green. Okay, now you can come over here and look at this. Like I said, it's a little difficult to see, but it has lit up green right now. It's a solid green. All right, after I'm done with that, I'm gonna hit the on-off button to turn it off. And now I'm good to shut off the vehicle. And again, remember, I have to manually shut this off, and I'm gonna hold it, it goes off. All right, so now, after we've got it leveled, the next step is that we're gonna go out and we're gonna hook up the power cable. So we're gonna go back to the back side, or I'm sorry, the back end of the working side. We're gonna grab these power cables. Don't need the 50 amp for my house. I need the 120. And we have 3 cables in here, which should be definitely more than enough for a campsite. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and hook it up to my power. This end, you'll know it's the only hose that has like an actual a connector that can be locked. And I'm gonna line those up. And this is also where you would, if you wanted to, you could connect your coaxial cable, but we're not gonna do that. That's pretty simple. And frankly, most people don't even use that anymore. All right, and that is all there is to it for setting up once you get to your campsite. Stay tuned for the next part to where I'm gonna cover how to hook up the water and the septic part. Thank you.